Chris Martin.
Oh, you're kidding me. September.
Kyle Lafferty.
Are you joking me?
Is that right?
I know, it's not right.
Anybody else?
Leash, was it?
Like, that is one of the most stupid questions.
Darius Vassell?
Seriously, you all need to just stay quiet. This is getting really annoying doing this quiz.
What is going on here?
Welcome along to the shoutiest segment on a multitude of platforms. It's the scintillating, stupefying, splendido, crappy quiz. After the high farce of our last time out, when neither I nor our usual quizmaster were present to control matters, we have reluctantly decided to give this one more go. Larry Burr is serving a 1-week suspension for making up rules and generally making the entire situation worse, while Nathan Murphy's long-awaited comeback turned out to be worse than Ronaldo going back to Manchester United. Now, let me introduce you to the most important part of any crappy quiz, our crappy quizzers. First up is a man who's been a bit fed up this week. He takes a couple of well-earned days off to take in some live music and a few liquid refreshments and comes back to absolute pandemonium. Not only did his beloved Farnies blow it against Donegal, but then Tommy Rooney had the utter temerity to drop them to 11th in the power rankings. Despicable. Having initially threatened to set a torch to the place, he's thankfully calmed down enough to take his rightful place, finishing second on the quiz. It's Shane, the Monaghan Machete Hannon.
Do you know what as well? The funny thing is, because of the lack of 4G coverage at the Beyond the Pale Festival in Glendalough, first of all, they couldn't contact me for my quick picks. I was completely in the dark. And then I couldn't get the Monaghan result. I was running around Beyond the Pale on Saturday night going, I must have looked like a madman. I was like, who won the Monaghan Donegal match? Or does anyone know? Nobody could tell me. I didn't find out till Sunday evening, 24 hours after the game. I literally felt like I was in a desert. I couldn't get any information whatsoever. So yeah, I was glad to be off on Monday and Tuesday as a result.
Cool story, bro. Our next contestant. Harsh.
Can't wait till Monday when Monaghan beat Kildare as well.
Our next contestant insisted on being on the quiz this week after producing it last week took years off him. He's in high spirits though due to the weird and unexpected spike in downloads of his PhD from the DCU website. Some would say because of a mention in this week's A Slight Tangent, but we know the real truth. Crappy Quiz Nation are hitting that click button because of his crappy quiz nickname. Please welcome the good doctor, Arthur OPhD.
How's it going?
Was there a spike this week?
There was, yeah, no, seriously. It was crazy.
How many?
It was up over 120.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, absolutely insane.
Wait until I get to like chapter 6.
I don't think any of them will read it. But, you know, it's nice for the downloads.
Right, yeah. So, sorry, I missed this. Anybody who wants to can get a copy of your PhD for free from the DCU website.
It's uploaded there, yeah. All good to go.
There you go,
You
Jay.
need to monetize that. What's going on?
Yeah, paywall.
Yeah, but paywall. I don't think that'll be very lucrative.
No.
I don't think it will be very lucrative.
Surely in one of those boring Saturday sections of the weekend newspapers you'd be able to put in 1,500 words of Bob Dylan goodness on some flimsy excuse connecting it to some pop culture phenomenon.
Chance to be
I hear the Irish Times calling you.
He's been in the New York Times. He doesn't need the Irish Times.
They didn't pay him for that though.
No.
Right, our next guest. Mick forgot to write anything here and can't think of anything now despite me buying him ample amounts of time waffling on with you idiots. Give it up please for Cameron. Don't call me Blueberry Hill.
There's a reference.
Thought we'd settled on Constitution, but anyway. There we go.
I think it has to change week to week. I personally would have liked vinegar. I just think that, Wexford have
Killiney Hill.
Wexford have limped out of the championship.
I feel like the Pro 12 / Pro 14 / URC / whatever it's called now just keeps changing.
Yeah, but that's
how am I meant to develop a brand?
you can't.
Can't
That's your bit, Cameron.
Can't earn any respect. Don't get any respect here.
That is your bit. Right. As ever, the format is the classic crappy quiz with a series of questions and a range of themes. Then it's on to the slip and slide of trivia in the egalitarian, never unfair, rapid fire end. You can podcast the crappy quiz on the Off the Ball app if you're listening on radio. Well, this actually also unfolds in glorious Technicolor over on a popular website called YouTube.com.
Never heard of it.
Or it's an app. You can get it on the app and you can actually just, as you travel on the phone or sit on the toilet, you can watch this glory unfold as you unfurl your own glory.
Wow.
Please send any questions you have to us via postcard to Crappy Quiz Quizmaster, Off the Ball Towers, Marconi House, Diggs Lane, Dublin 2. They're flying in at the moment, so much so that the Quizmaster has lost all control of the situation, so keep bombarding him with your goodness on the back of cornflakes boxes or there are many six-packs we're also getting these days. Postcards used to be the thing, but we seem to have moved on. Anyway, round one is the not boring question round, never multiple choice. Today's questions all relate to sports, nearly men and women. There is an error in a question later on where there's a missing word in one of them. If you want to just check it there, Mick, I spotted that. That's the benefit of reading in advance. Question one for you, Shane. This is very much in your wheelhouse. Jimmy White, aka Jimmy Brown when he changed his name for HP Sauce. Jimmy White lost 6 World Championship finals, including 5 in a row between 1990 and 1994. In the 1992 final, what score did White lead before Stephen Hendry won every single frame to break his heart yet again?
I thought John Parrott won in 92.
In the final. Okay, so it's first to 18 frames.
I mean, I don't know. This is what it says in the question, and we all know the final that we're talking about, even if the year is wrong.
Sorry, repeat the question. Henry won how many frames in a row?
If I told you how many frames he won in a row, I'd answer the bloody question for you.
Tricky.
2. Sorry, what was the question?
Every remaining frame. What was the score when Hendry reeled off every frame? Is this the night that he goes and plays poker all night?
I think he won 10 in a row, so I think he would have been 17-8 ahead.
No. You were correct in that he won 10 in a row, but it was 14-8. He didn't lose by 1.
Okay,
he got annihilated in the end.
Right, fair.
So the score when Jimmy White led last was 14-8.
Yeah.
And then, well, I mean, it's pretty famous.
Probably should have known it regardless.
Was it 92?
I don't know.
I think it was.
It's just what it says. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He won 18-17 and 94. He was beaten 18-17 and 94.
Yeah, of course.
Question one for Cameron.
Well,
What European golfer with 54 professional wins to his name finished second in 5 major championships between 94 and 2006, but never won?
European golfer.
I mean, I realise this is before you were born, so it's tricky, but
It comes into the age of Cameron at a certain point there. Not that helps me in the slightest. European
is the age of Cameron a bit like the age of Aquarius, where you dance around, questionably?
Yeah.
All right,
It's great.
It kind of goes with his with Shane's sister and the Celtic calendar. They're all interconnected, even though they're all different, right? Like,
oh yeah, same but different.
If you're into your astrology,
they've all been
you're
appropriated in some way, haven't they? Yeah. Basic same structure. Christ on a bike. I don't know. I'm going to take a huge punt. Peter Hansen.
Is there a golfer called Peter Hansen?
There is. He's Swedish.
Yeah.
It's technically Europe.
Are you sure? It's like an okay, all right. Colin Montgomery. Have you heard of him?
I had, yeah. That rings a bell.
I had.
Yeah. If in fairness, it was.
I
Peter
no longer know.
That is
It'd be pretty tricky.
Clearly.
lobotomy.
It's a very difficult, low-key start to the round. Question one for you, Arthur. The Buffalo Bills lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. The 4 Falls of Buffalo between 91 and 94. Who was their Hall of Fame QB who couldn't get it over the line in the big one?
No, not a clue. Sorry. I'll hold up your time.
These are really tough.
I don't know.
Jim Kelly was the
wouldn't
answer.
have.
These are tough. I would have to say, reading it this week, this is potentially one of the toughest quizzes I've ever seen.
Great.
Should have known it.
Maths paper 1, here we go.
Why was his in snooker and mine's in the NFL?
I mean, that's a bit unfair. Yours should have been Sligo football.
I've had weeks
basically.
where I was the only one without a specialist question. To be fair, now
Yeah, it was a Jimmy White question.
I mean, it's right in your wheelhouse.
specific though.
Yeah, very specific to the most famous thing that happened to him. Okay. 0-0. Round 2, the Wikipedia round. This game's simple. I list from Wikipedia in order from first to last the clubs that a footballer has played for. All you got to do is guess the footballer in question. First person to do that wins the point. You got to use your crappy quiz nickname. Monaghan Machete, OPHD. Don't call me Blueberry.
Like so many more syllables. It's ridiculous.
That's fine.
I know, but if you get in first, I'll know that you
Don't
got
call
in
me.
first.
Yeah, just
Once you start.
But my nickname shouldn't be an essay every week.
Failure to do so will eliminate a contestant from that particular round of the quiz. You get one guess per club named. Okay, whoever shouts their name first. This player started their senior professional career with Perugia.
PhD.
Yeah.
Filippo Inzaghi.
No.
Monaghan Machete.
No. Go on.
Paolo Di Canio.
No.
Don't call me Blueberry.
Go on.
Mauro Camoranesi.
No. He then moved to Avellino. He then moved to Castertana. His next move was to Reggiana. He then moved to Juventus.
Monaghan Machete.
PhD. Yeah, go on.
Alessandro Del Piero.
No.
PhD.
Yeah.
Fabio Cannavaro.
No. He then moved to Middlesbrough.
PhD.
Yeah.
Ravanelli.
Of course.
Maurizio Ravanelli. He then moved to Marseille, to Lazio, to Derby County, and then Dundee, and then he finished his career back at Perugia. He was at Derby County and they were going to give him the manager's job, but instead they gave the manager's job to John Gregory, who came in and won his first game and then got relegated. Because he'd just fallen out with Deadly Doug, and they were like, oh, that's the obvious thing to do, is to go and join Derby County and get relegated. I mean, John Gregory was a decent manager.
Not bad.
What happened
He
to him?
spent much of the rest of the time in the Middle East, didn't he?
Did he? Is that what happened?
Yeah, he went off. I think he did. I think he was, or was it in? Yeah, I think so.
Right, well, now would be a good time for him to dust off those contacts and try and make some super money before, you know. Anyway,
I know the league.
next question for whoever shouts their name first. The next player started their senior career with Newell's Old Boys.
PhD.
Machete. Oh, go on.
Yeah.
Pochettino.
No.
Messi.
Yeah. No.
Don't call me Boobery.
Yeah.
Shit.
No.
No.
He then moved to River Plate.
Monaghan Machete.
Is this true? What's next? Did this happen? All right. Go on.
Gabriel Heinze.
PhD.
Yeah.
It's Batistuta.
It is Batistuta.
Thought it was too obvious.
Did you hear that they can't hear
I
the
knew
sounds?
when you started talking, he went River Boca, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went from River Plate to Boca Juniors and then moved to Fiorentina and then moved to Roma, then moved to Inter Milan. He finished his playing career for Al Arabi. And Gabriel Batistuta. Polishing off the boots as we speak. I know nothing about the story of moving from River to Boca.
I don't think he played much at River.
Right.
I don't think so. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think so.
Right. Question 3 for whoever shouts their name first. Arthur leads 2-0, by the way. This last player started their senior professional career with Newport County. No, Newport.
Don't call me Boobery.
Yeah.
Craig Bellamy.
No.
Monaghan Machete.
No.
Gary
Go on.
Speed.
Yeah. No.
PhD.
Yeah.
Gareth Bale.
No. He then moved to Oxford United.
Monaghan Machete.
Yeah.
Ryan Giggs.
No.
PhD.
No. Go.
Ian
Yeah.
Saunders.
No, not Dean Saunders.
No.
No. He then moved to Liverpool.
PhD.
Yeah.
John Aldridge.
Yay, John Aldridge. He then moved to Real Sociedad.
Clean up in that round, Arthur.
And then finished his career with
Good round.
Tranmere
Good
Rovers.
round.
Take that one.
John Aldridge.
Already good stuff.
Arthur 3, Shane 0, Cameron 0.
Excellent.
The young fellas are getting a course. Well, Shane's not young anymore.
I'm not. I'm feeling anyway.
Who would have thunk it? Arthur leading by a sizable margin.
You were predicting a win before we off air. You were predicting a routine victory, Cameron. Here,
Yeah, I definitely was.
were you trying to somehow lull him into a false sense of security, or were you bolstering his confidence, which is obviously impervious already?
Yeah. No, I annoyed him so that he'd beat us by more, I guess.
Okay, well, you were predicting a 12. That was it.
Imagine a
a 12 today.
Leeds fan being confident of victory.
No chance of it now. Round 3. Pass the parcel of doom
man.
round. In this round, all you got to do is give me a name that's on the list of names I have. The parcel of doom passes on to the next contestant, who then also has to give me a name. We'll keep moving through the list until one of you gives me an incorrect answer, at which point the parcel explodes, leaving blood and guts all over the studio.
Yuck.
And you get eliminated and shamed forever. When 2 players are eliminated, the remaining player gets a single point. It's a long round that we have for you here today. Hopefully you all crap out pretty early on. It's Shane, then Cameron, then Arthur is the order of this first one. And it's goalkeepers with at least 100 Premier League clean sheets.
Oh, right. That's going to be just appearances.
Jesus, yeah.
And obviously football only started in 1992. So it's Premier League only Shane, then Cameron, then Arthur.
Peter Schmeichel.
Yeah.
David De Gea.
Yeah. 147, David De Gea. Peter Schmeichel, 128.
Petr Cech.
Petr Cech, top of the list. 202. Shane.
Oh, sorry, back to me. Edwin van der Sar.
Edwin van der Sar with 132.
Jens Lehmann.
Oh, I don't think Jens Lehmann is not on the list. Not close.
Alisson. Alisson, not either.
Alisson, 78. Likely wrong guesses: Kasper Schmeichel 82, Allison 78, Bosnich 74, Pickford 62. The full list.
I had a few more for you.
Go on.
Given Seaman.
113. Seaman is not on the list. Oh, David Seaman is on the list. 141.
David
Sorry.
James, presumably.
David James, 169.
I'd have been grand.
You'd have been very grand. Mark Schwarzer, 152. Nigel Martin, 137. Pepe Reina, 136. Brad Friedel, because he played till he was 60, 132. Tim Howard, same number of games, 132 clean sheets. Same number of clean sheets. Joe Hart,
He was on the list.
127. Hugo Lloris, 127. Shay Given, you said. UC Jaskalainen. I'm amazed. 108. Thomas Sorensen, who was like part of the Sunderland team that got relegated, like with record few points, and Ederson at 102 just has squeaked in this season.
Oh, gee, I had three
Wrapped
of
that
them
up
out
pretty
there.
quick. That was great.
Yeah. So
Stuff.
okay. This question here is missing a word, Michael. If you could fill in the missing word while I fill some quality airtime by reminding everybody that we're also available on youtube.com/off the ball. Right, men's golfers who've been ranked as world number one for at least 1 week.
Was the missing word golfers?
One since the year 2000. Cameron, Arthur, Shane. Men's golfers who've been ranked as world number one for at least a week since the year 2000.
Rory McIlroy.
McIlroy, yeah.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods,
Since what year did you say?
2000.
2000.
Let's
Dustin
not meet
Johnson.
up. DJ. Apart from that time, he was mysteriously absent for a while, but I'm not allowed to mention that.
Jordan Spieth.
Jordan Spieth. Yeah.
Phil Mickelson.
Oh, I don't think Phil Mickelson has been world number one. He has not.
It's me next, isn't it? John Ram.
John Ram. Yeah.
Lee Westwood.
Lee Westwood. Left field, but correct.
Wow.
My computer's still making noises. Apologies.
Okay. Brooks Koepka.
Brooks. Big barrel Brooks.
How would Mickelson not have got to number one? Just by virtue of the sheer number of majors he was winning.
Because he would flare up like shining from shook foil, but never actually, like it wouldn't be for a sustained and long enough period. And Tiger Woods, basically.
Yeah. All right.
Either that or we've completely screwed this up and he's on the list somewhere along the way. And you're correct.
More likely.
No, we'll have to grandfather that point in afterwards. Come on, who is it? Who went last?
I went last.
So it's me.
You Brooke Koepka was last. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left.
8 left.
Yeah.
Wow. Sergio?
No.
No.
Silly.
Can we get an sorry, yeah. There you go. Come on. You got to give the people what they want. Vijay Singh, Martin Keimer, Luke Donald. I mean, to your point about Phil Mickelson not making it. Adam Scott, Jason Day.
It's a bit of a paper crown.
Justin Thomas, Justin Rose, all the Justins, and Scotty Scheffler.
Every rose has its thorn.
I'll take it.
Scotty Scheffler just recently, of course. Question 3. Shane Cameron Arthur. This one is absolutely ludicrous.
Hold on, I
Clearly
started
Arthur
the first
Shane
one.
I've never went first yet. No.
So hang on. So we screwed it up again, do we?
Has to be Arthur
Avoid these rounds.
Shane Cameron, I would have thought, because that's the only.
Arthur Shane Cameron.
Yeah.
Control C, delete Arthur Shane. Oh no, sorry, I'm not in the wrong place. Arthur Shane Cameron. Gaelic football all-stars from Ulster counties since the year 2000. Every single one of them. There's about 16 million.
Now, you're having difficult rounds.
But this could just take forever.
Peter Kahneman.
Peter Kahneman is here in the list somewhere. I just have to search for it. Control.
That's going to take a long out. That's a long out list.
There you go, Peter Kahneman. We got it. Yeah. 02, 03, 05.
Wow.
I'm not even writing these ones down. There's too many names.
Arthur Shane Cameron. Arthur Shane. Come on, Shane.
Stevie McDonald.
Stevie McDonald is correct.
Michael Murphy.
Michael Murphy is correct.
Oisin McConville.
Oisin is correct.
Conor McManus.
Conor McManus is correct. I mean, I just know these are correct and I haven't found them yet, but they're on the list. Where's McManus? There he is there. 13, 15, 18. That man should have won every year, but come on.
Yeah.
Cameron.
Oof. Kieran McGeeney.
Yeah, Kieran McGeeney. When is it? Where is it? Kieran McKeever. Where's McGeeney? Oh yeah, so with a K, sorry, yeah. Oh, 2000, 2002.
Carl Lacey.
Carl Lacey, Footballer of the Year. But did he get the All-Stars? Of course he did. Where is he? I mean, it's a yes, I just can't find it.
2012, I suppose. At least.
06, 09, 11.
He didn't win one in 12?
And 12.
All right.
Sorry. Premature ejaculation from you there.
Oh,
Ouch.
we've talked about autoerotic asphyxiation and...
You're obsessed with that.
Yeah,
you keep bringing
yeah.
it up.
Yes, I am actually obsessed with ASMR. It was yourself,
free.
Ger, that turned ASMR into something.
He hasn't forgotten it.
Fetish.
I can't find the... Anyway, so Lacey's there, and it's not off my list. Come on, keep going. Come on, let's get through this. Come on. It's like the world's most boring round because it's too long. It's too easy.
The great Tommy Freeman. Hey.
Tommy Freeman, was he post 2000?
He was.
Yeah, I see Tommy Freeman, 07, yeah.
Cathal McShane.
McShane was definitely an all-star, wasn't he? He was, yeah, 2019, yeah.
Sean Kavanagh.
Yeah. Lads, this is too big. From now on, there has to be a maximum of 15, right? Kavanagh is also there somewhere.
I'll go with Colm Kavanagh while you're searching that one.
Did Colm Kavanagh definitely get one?
He did. Remember, he was fullback or midfield or vice versa.
Was there a controversy?
Bit of a controversy.
I see Colm, yeah. Colm there, 17 and 18, he got back-to-back.
Ryan McHugh.
Ryan McHugh, definitely, yeah, somewhere along there. I'll have to find him now, but... Ryan McHugh, 16 and 18, yeah.
Brian Dooher.
Dooher, was he Footballer of the Year? If that man gets an all-star, I'll eat my hat. Well, very tasty. It's stupid, wasn't it? 305 and 08. Oh, the salty tears of Kerry making Tyrone team in the decade.
Kieran McGeary.
Could you not just do them in order for me? Kieran McGeary, 21. Was he footballer? Was he
Footballer of the Year, wasn't he?
Footballer of the Year.
Yep.
I slightly overrated that Tyrone team at the time, it turns out. I definitely thought they were primed for like an ebb and flow. Maybe this weekend. Maybe this weekend they will reassert themselves as alpha dogs, but it doesn't look like it at the moment, does it? Let's be having you, lads. Come on.
Paddy McBrearty.
I'm sure he got one somewhere along the way, did he? Maybe he didn't. What did you say? Mick? No.
Does he not? That's mad. Niall Morgan.
Niall Morgan definitely got one, yeah. 21.
Rory Began.
Sure.
Sure, look.
Sure, look. He must have a couple, 2 or 3 anyway. 2 anyway.
Rory Began, only one.
No, just one.
Yeah.
Farce.
Well, they were up against...
Yeah, Cluxton for most of those.
Yeah.
Francie Bellew ever won one?
I'd say he did. He has to have. It would be a complete 03. Francie Bellew won one.
Carl O'Connell. Definitely has one in there somewhere.
Yeah, Carl O'Connell, 2018.
I don't. That's a bit of a guess. No, Conor McManus. Not Conor. Oh, shit. No, I meant to say Conor McKenna. I don't think he's going to be there anyway. You can stop this now because I'm not going to get.
Yeah. Conor McKenna is not on the list.
It's great.
Conor McManus was already given. If you repeat the guess,
nice second round.
Gone.
For Shane there. Nice handy point again.
Yeah.
I had to go a while to get it though.
Kieran McKeever, Anthony Toll, Stephen O'Neill, Enda McNulty, Aidan O'Rourke, Paul McGrain, Conor Gormley, Philip Jordan, Brian McGuigan, Adrian Sweeney, Barry Owens, Martin McGrath, Enda Muldoon, Ryan McMenamin, Andy Mallon, Owen Mulligan, only once, Ronan Clark twice, Kevin McCloy, Paddy Bradley, Justin McMahon, Davy Hart, Enda McGinley, Brendan McVeigh, Danny Hughes, Marty Clark, Benny Coulter, Neil McGee, 3 of them, Kevin Cassidy, Paul Durkin, 1, 2, Frank McGlynn, Neil Gallagher, Mark McHugh, Colin McFadden, Colin Walsh, Matty Donnelly, Peter Hart, Pádraig Campsey, Ronan McNamee, Raymond Galligan, Pádraig Faulkner, Thomas Galligan, Conor Myler, Brian Kennedy, Niall Studden, Darren McCurry, Chrissy McCaig and Conor Glass. Thank God that's over. Arthur 3, Shane 3, Cameron 0. Wow. You got all of them?
All three of those.
Oh wow. We're going to take a quick break, back with some, I promise you, more high octane stuff than this next. All right, you're very welcome back to this week's episode of the Crappy Quiz. We're going to inject some pace into this bloody thing from now on. It's the fun free magic number round. This round was sent in anonymously on the back of a Harvest Moon box. Harvest Morn box? I don't know. Contestants get 3 points for getting the number exactly correct. If nobody manages that, the nearest contestant who doesn't go bust gets 2 points. The second closest gets 1 point. Again, it can only accept the answer that's written on your paper, and I'm going to have to ask you for your pens once the music ends. So give me the following number. The number of Grand Slam singles titles won by Pete Sampras, the number of Rugby World Cups won by the New Zealand men's team, plus the number that Katie McCabe wears for Arsenal, plus the number of All-Ireland hurling titles won by Wexford. Your 30 seconds expires, and Frank Sinatra sings Bright Shiny Beats. Singles titles by Pete Sampras, men's Rugby World Cups by New Zealand, Katie McCabe's number at Arsenal, and the number of All-Ireland hurling titles won in total by the Wexford hurlers. Oh, it was the footballers, of course, who did the 4 in a row, wasn't it?
Bubbles, bangles, hear how they jing-jing-a-lingle. Bubbles, bangles, bright shiny.
Okay, pens down. Arthur, your number.
28.
Shane, your number.
24.
Cameron?
35.
What?
35.
38 is the correct answer. Cameron wins 2 points. Back in it. And sorry, what did you have?
24.
You had 28. Okay, so a point for Arthur. Arthur's on 4, Shane's on 3, Cameron's on 2. Ooh, as I said, a little bit of drama to proceedings. The number of Grand Slam titles won by Pete Sampras.
14.
14 is correct. The number of Rugby World Cups won by the New Zealand men's team.
3.
3 is correct. The number that Katie McCabe wears for Arsenal.
17.
15.
Yeah, see.
And the number of All-Ireland hurling titles won by Wexford. 6.
6 then.
Did anybody get 6?
No.
I had 5.
Okay. Rapid fire. Our winner tonight's going to be decided in the no theme in particular of disputed difficulty rapid fire round. You each have a rapid fire round of 20 seconds. It's 1 point for each correct answer. Delaying or getting a wrong answer won't cost you a point. We used to do that, but it was a bit of a farrago, and you harm nobody but yourself. We'll start with the player on the lowest score, which is Cameron, then on to the next lowest, and we will continue like that. Cameron.
Yes.
Your 20 seconds. Are you ready, Michael? Your 20 seconds starts now. Who is the current hurler of the year?
Pass.
The NFL Eagles play in what city?
Philadelphia.
Who scored Ireland's first goal against Zambia last night?
Amber Barrett.
What jockey won a Gold Cup on a Plutard?
Oh, Ruby Walsh.
Rachel Blackmore. Who did Dublin beat in the 2015 All-Ireland final to begin the 6 in a row?
Mayo.
Kerry. Roisin Upton represents Ireland in what sport? Roisin Upton represents Ireland in what sport?
Diving.
Hockey. So the current hurler of the year is Diarmaid Byrnes. Philadelphia Eagles is correct. Amber Barrett is correct. Rachel Blackmore won the Gold Cup. Kerry were beaten by Dubs in 2015, which began the 6 in a row. And Roisin Upton represents Ireland in hockey. So I think you got 2.
Yep.
Which
Great.
is not enough.
No, definitely not.
Be a tied top now.
Michael, are you ready? He is ready. Shane, are you ready?
I am ready.
Your 20 seconds starts now. Who beat Ireland in the Cricket World Cup qualifier on Wednesday?
Zimbabwe.
Scotland. Who were the last team other than Kilkenny or Limerick to win a hurling provincial title?
Tipperary.
Wexford. Burnley, Luton and who were promoted to the Premier League this year?
Burnley, Luton and Sheffield United.
Correct. Who is the Scotland football manager?
Steve Clark.
Leanne Kiernan plays for what WSL team?
Liverpool.
What club did Colin Cooper play for?
Oh, Dr. Crooks.
Correct. They were tricky.
Yeah, they were tough, some of them.
So Oman beat us on Monday, did they? And then Scotland beat us on Wednesday.
That was, yeah.
It was a bit,
Yeah, I said Zimbabwe anyway.
It's a bit tricky. And then that's a very long question. Who were the last team other than Kilkenny or Limerick to win a hurling provincial title? Wexford was the correct answer. Sheffield United was correct. Steve Clark was correct. Liverpool was correct. Dr. Crooks was correct. You got 4. And that puts you on to a score of 7.
So 3 to level.
We have 2 minutes left.
3 to level, 4 to win.
3 to level. We go for the draw.
You're ready, Michael? Quizmaster is ready with the times. Yes. Arthur, are you ready?
Yeah.
Your 20 seconds start now. Who are the Joe McDonagh Cup champions?
Carlo.
Bernard Jackman began his professional career at what province?
Leinster.
Connacht. Who scored Ireland's goal against Greece last Friday?
Nathan Collins.
What club did N'Golo Kante sign for this week?
Don't know.
What club did Michael Murphy play for?
Pass.
Who won the 2022 World Cup Golden Glove?
Martinez.
Correct.
I don't like. You read out the wrong answer when I got the one wrong with Jackman, which you haven't been doing for the rest of them.
I did actually. I did Rachel Blackmore.
Consistency.
I did with Rachel Blackmore. And
Rachel Blackmore, actually.
Didn't say for Jeremy Burns.
I didn't say that. I was what? I did it for Wexford as well. So I did it equally enough. I didn't say correct either. I saved you the time on the Nathan Collins.
In fairness, you would have known that I don't know was not the correct answer.
I want to yoga now, really. It's fine.
This is the first tie-break since Owen was the quizmaster.
Oh,
Wow.
Carlo, Joe McDonough, Connacht, Jackman, first one. Nathan Collins was correct. Al Ittihad, N'Golo Kante signed for. Glenn Swilly, did you get Glenn Swilly?
No.
Amy Martinez was correct.
Emmy Martinez saved at the end.
Right. If it's Shane versus Arthur, Shane gets to decide on the how many Irish caps tiebreaker. You can choose if you want to go first. You can't pick the same number. Are you going to go first or second, Shane?
Go first.
All right. Sometimes you can lead. You can.
No, but I
lead a
want
horticulture, but you can't make her think.
But if I can't pick the same answer, so if Arthur's good on caps, then if he gets the right answer, I'll be like, well, like there's nothing I can do.
No, you always go second.
Yeah.
You always go second. You can teach people.
Can I not change my mind then? Can I not change my mind?
No, it's too late. You made your bed. You can lie in it. You've made your crusty bed.
Go on.
Right. How many Ireland caps does Curtis Fleming have? Or Shane? Come on, I've got to go.
18.
Oh, 18 is not a bad guess.
Lower.
It's 10. Correct. It's like.
Well, you just have to say lower.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Come on.
If I'd known that, I obviously would have gone second.
That's strange.
We're guessing.
Well, all he has to do is say 17 is lower. It's the same. It's whoever's closest.
Strange one.
I thought it was second. That's stupid.
Well, at least a moment of self-awareness.
He might as well say
Confident I was going to get the exact number here.
I disagree with Shane.
Arthur, our PhD, wins again. Shane, the Monaghan Machete, a little bit blunt this week. But he'll sharpen it and be back. All right. That is this week's episode of the Crappy Quiz. We hope you enjoyed it. You make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Text us 53106 if you want to complain about anything. Don't complain because we don't care. And
Please complain.
we'll be back after these.